Hey guys, Jen here in the Northview Model Shop with a bit of a different angle tonight. Guys, I want to share with you something pretty cool. Now, I got to be careful because years ago I did a video on this tool and I called it a Dremel. And I was quickly corrected by about 30 bazillion people because over the time, this video is a few years old, you're constantly getting people watching it and they constantly give you the same answer that that's not a Dremel, that's a rotary tool. A Dremel is a brand, not the product. So I'm like, thank you for the corrections. I'll make that for next time. So I have my rotary tool, which came with this gizmo, and why it has this large dongular piece on it, I will never know. There's got to be a reason. Somebody would know. But I mounted it to the end of the workbench here up on this shelf, which is neat because then I added the cable that comes with it. So you got a spring-loaded or a spring-steeled drive shaft coming into here, and then you line up the hole in the shaft here in the drive shaft, put a pin in there, and then that's how you lock this thing. Now, you guys would say, well, what's the difference? Who cares? I have this rotary tool. This rotary tool sat in a drawer and really got used once or twice, once in a blue moon, because it was just a pain in the butt to dig it out, slid on the branch, plug it in, blah 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 blah. Well, it's mounted up here. I can see my speed. I'm just reaching behind here. I got it turned on, and then you can kind of go and you get your tool at your hands. Done with it. Yep, made that little adjustment. Toss it back down the bench. Now, guys, before you answer, I know there's the little piece on the bottom here that this actually slips into, but when I mount it the other way, I cover up my paint. I mount it down here. I gotta find a new mount to stand for the computer monitor. This was the easiest method I could do to keep it up and out of the way. Now, I can move this caliber, and this sits down in there, and then tuck it behind the computer. It's all great, but I found it was just easier to tuck it behind the monitor, drape it over the back of the bench. None's the wiser that it's there, but this is something I kind of took a little time a few weeks ago when I was off on vacation, and went and put out all the tools that I have for building models that I don't ever use, that I think I should be to utilize building a little more. And getting the rotary tool out, and the only thing I got to update now is maybe get a little carrier or something, as I've got a nice box set of a bazillion bits to fit that, and that's the word of the day, is bazillion, not Brazilian, but bazillion. And I got a bunch of bits to fit this thing, and somehow get that mounted in a method that's easy to find and get that stuff out and utilize all these tools for building a better model. So guys, I guess the tip here is, if you got some tools that you have to store and put away, they're probably never going to get used. You're never going to utilize them as best you can. So if you can get them at arm's reach, you can grab any of these tools, do your work, set them back on, continue to move forward, and you're going to build a much better model, building on skills, and getting money for what you've spent your stuff on. So guys, just a little update on a new tool, an old tool with new use here in the Northview Model Shop. Guys, if you like this video, give us a like, give us a subscribe, hit share, share it with your friends, and if you're into Instagram, check out the Northview Model Shop on Instagram, and if you're into the Facebook, get over to the Northview Model Shop Facebook group and join us. All right, guys, adios.